Hello there, everybody. It is me, Noni117 back with the Waves 2, where we find out what happens when you're only allowed to put one caliber gun on a ship other than anti-aircraft, like light anti-aircraft armament. Well, I'm just medium anti-aircraft. Like 40 mils and 20 mils are allowed, but anything bigger, I'm only allowed one gun bigger than like a 40 mil. Not one gun bigger than 40 mil. One type of gun bigger than a 40 mil. There we go. Um. Yes, currently we are at war with America and blockading them. Last episode I was here with Salty, who is, I am reasonably certain very asleep right now. So, yeah, had a tremendous victory over the US, we sink one battlecruiser. Was that Independence, maybe? I think that might have been, like, yeah, I think that was Independence. Yeah, we got it. I think we sank Independence, and, in addition to that, we sank the aircraft carriers Bennington, Ticonderoga, and Enterprise, as well as nailing, what was it, Pablo, Chester, yeah, Pablo and Chester, I believe, in terms of I think those were the two CAs I sank, and some destroyers. And I know the previous episode I got, the cruisers Cleveland, and, there's another cruiser I got, I think it was a Juno of some sort. At the same time, we also managed to, last episode, heavily damage the American carriers Saratoga, Santee, and Charger, I believe. Well, I think we seriously damaged Saratoga and Santee, and then Charger did escape with, lesser damage, but it was still not great for them. Good for us. We only lost a single destroyer. We traded a single destroyer for that. That's a good trade, you know. Single destroyer, light damage on, like, maybe one other ship. Like, yeah, light damage on, like, one or two other ships, and, you know, we really made America pay. They are really blockaded right now, but due to squadron depletion, the carrier Audacious is moving back to Northern Europe. Especially since now we have such a big carrier advantage over them. That was definitely their three scariest carriers sunk. Wasp still, Wasp and Saratoga and Ranger. These two have like 10 less planes than the carriers we sank. Wasp is, a little bit of a midway point between the two. In terms of aircraft carried, and then, their CVLs don't actually carry that many, so they're not that much of a threat. The land-based air is actually a little bit more of a threat. I want to check research just to kind of see what tech we have. We got them on 6% still. Can't really bring that up. I need to be saving money for an invasion. And I should have enough base capacity here now too. Zoom. How much is my North American East Coast base capacity? I'm close to the limit, but I'm not quite there. It would probably be good to build out Bermuda once more, but you know, right now I think it's just fine. I think everything's moving to where it needs to be. Ooh, that's far enough offshore. I'm gonna do it. And it's at night. I get destroyers. And then have another destroyer division. This is roughly halfway between where the American air bases would be and where Bermuda is. Slightly more on the American side, but probably escape. It's about midnight. It's exactly midnight. Local time. Well, yeah, local time. Well, it was exactly midnight. Okay, so we have some stuff spotted on radar. Given the movement of these ships, that looks like an enemy destroyer squadron. Okay, so they're kind of going that way. I'm going to turn. That looks like the convoy. So the enemy destroyer squadron right now is here. That actually looks like another destroyer right about there. So, okay, so that enemy destroyer group's kind of passing to my south. Okay. We've launched torpedoes at the convoy. We're continuing to launch torpedoes at the convoy. Moon ship fires 9 light guns. That's probably an armed merchant cruiser. Okay. Engine rooms hit on Parsley. I'm gonna split off. Okay. 20 knots. I'm wanting to try to get Parsley's engines fixed up. I'm not sure it is a smart idea to continue this attack. Okay. What's in the support division? 2 destroyers. So we probably managed to sink 1 merchant. I don't think that the torpedoes hit anything. So we can go 11 knots now. I'm gonna sail away at 11 knots. So our destroyers are launching torpedoes. We've hit something with the torpedo. Good shot. Okay. Trying to have Parsley repair. I think it is just, at this point, retreat. No point in continuing. There's no point in continuing this fight with the damaged engines of not Parsley, Parsley. What? I've been saying Parsley this entire time, like, you know, the ship's an herb. Is Parsley an herb? I think it's an herb, right? Garnish. Like it's a garnish. I think it's parsley, like it's a garnish. No, it's Parsley. Sorry, Parsley. Your engines are disabled. Or not disabled, but damaged. And I think it is probably better for me to just get her out of there. I think the thing with the support force is I probably want to order them to disengage. I'm going to order disengagement of the support force. I think it is a smart move for them to just leave that area. Okay, scout planes are flying overhead, not really finding anything. So anyone else damaged? Partridge is damaged as well, but not to the same extent. We don't have medium bombers out of Bermuda, do we? Okay, so the fact that this hasn't ended yet means that there's probably a strike somewhere. No idea where. I wouldn't be surprised if Bermuda sent a strike out over here. I don't think Bermuda has any medium bombers, which might be good. There we go. Scenario length reached. So we get a win. We don't sink 6 traders. We almost do. Oh, so close. Um, but not quite. And we heavily damaged destroyer. Um, they do some damage to us. They have an AMC merchant. Wonder if that was what was shooting us. I was curious. Do they have any Yeah, they do have the AMC Barbara, which yeah, I assume was shooting at our ships. Have this Corvette. Thread 6, no hits. I'm curious what was really shooting us there. Was it this? I wouldn't be surprised if it was just something where, we got caught by an AMC and then this merchant and, a little unlucky. So Alpha gets torpedo hit on that merchant, so that was our support force. Alpha gets a torpedo hit on that merchant, again our support force. This one was shot up by Alpha and Oriole, so the support force gets this merchant. And is this the one no, that's Oriole. So we were engaging this merchant. Yeah, so this was the merchant we went in and sank. So they had an armed, they had an armed merchant, which we targeted. This was when the support force heavily damaged. So the support force did all the work. Beale was shot up by us. So Beale was something that we were briefly shooting at, one of the ships by us. So Pasley takes a hit from AMC Merchant 21 and AMC Barbara. Partridge, so she's getting shot up by near miss from Destroyer Allen. Yeah, AMC Merchant 21 and then DD Beale. Okay, so what had happened was that ship, which I thought was an armed merchant cruiser shooting at us, was actually or shooting at this ship was actually a destroyer. However, the two, regular merchants I thought I was chasing were an armed merchant and an armed merchant cruiser. Which basically means that my main attack hit completely the wrong spot. And ultimately, Oriole and Alpha just did a way better job with their approach. And getting in and just doing damage. It does not seem like Oriole and Alpha were really that damaged at all. Whereas, mine were. Yeah, Alpha took no damage. It's just a near miss from Shaw. That thing took no damage either. So yeah, it was just kind of, I approached at the wrong point. And, just took too significant of damage to a destroyer. But, we got out. They still win, but, or not they still win, we still win. Because we sank enough merchants, we did enough damage to compensate for their bonus and not getting the sink 6 traders. One more would have gotten us, a good amount of extra points and shifted the balance, but, ship loss differential is still significantly in our favor. Okay, and then that was probably the crippled merchant. Get a minor victory. 796 VP. Blockade is causing food shortages and privations in the U.S. Excellent. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, yes! Okay, Oh, that's good. I'm actually just talking to somebody in a Discord. I'm going to send this as a message to them. Yes! The US has collapsed in revolution. 20. Ooh. I could grab money. Um, but I want to, like, take some of these territories. The Dominican Republic is particularly annoying, but Puerto Rico would help. I do want to grab the Philippines just to kind of kick them out of that region. Um, Maine would be fun to have. And normally, you know, you get more funds by doing this, but we're so late in the game, it doesn't matter. I'd rather have bases. I think I'll do this. I think I'll leave the Dominican Republic. I think I'll leave the Eastern Aleutians. Horn is commissioned. New fighter is ready for operational service. US has scrapped a bunch of corvettes. And, I now have the Philippines with a lot of base capacity in there. How much base capacity on the North American East Coast do I have now? 862 from Maine. So, Maine is good. And then that gives me Portland. Anyway, I think that's the episode. Next time, join me for figuring out the budgetary situation. Bye! Oh, no, wait, links to my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are down below if you're interested in those things. Alright, bye!